Hey everybody, this is Ryan McRae from Burn the Tavern Down, and today we're talking about a hostage situation. So let's get started. Okay, we all love hostage situations in movies. We got Speed, we got Die Hard, we got The Negotiator. That was a terrible movie. Anywho, we love a hostage situation because there's a lot of things in play, there's a lot of risk, and a hostage situation can get your adventurers moving quickly, but kind of quietly. First off, they can be the rescuers. So maybe, let's just say goblins have taken some people hostage, and the goblins are asking for outrageous things that no one can produce at all. So they have to hop in, be super quiet, and rescue the hostages. Your players are going to have to come up with a plan. They're going to have to know the boundaries. If they make noise, psst, or if they start a fire, or if they become murder hobos, they shouldn't be murder hobos. But they have to have a plan. And what this does is it forces the players who are usually up front in combat, swinging the sword, throwing fireballs, take a seat back. Because combat isn't really going to be useful right then and there. So what it does is it shines the light on your characters that kind of have more social skills. So think of your bard. Sneaky sneak skills, so think of your rogue. And your druids and your mages are going to be able to use, and your wizards are going to be able to use spells that probably don't get a lot of attention, but now they can. Maybe you have a ranger in sort of a sniper situation now. So it's going to shine the light on your characters in different ways, and they're going to be able to use their spells, their abilities, their skills in a much more creative fashion. I just like to see what they come up with, how they're going to negotiate, and that brings us to the second one. They're the negotiators. So maybe they're not the ones going in, but maybe some higher level things, monsters have taken people hostage, and now your players are tasked with being the negotiators. Maybe they've had some diplomacy before in your campaign and they're called upon again. There's different ways this can go if they're the negotiators. So they're not the ones going in for the rescue. Maybe they have to get the items that the criminals are requesting. Whatever it is, they're the ones who have to go on the move to figure it out. They have to use persuasion to not have the hostages killed by the criminals, and it can really be pressing, especially since they're going to run on a clock. I like to see this happen, to see how fast they'll move. They're not going to spend time searching. They're not going to spend time arguing. Clock is ticking, and what's nice is in this situation, have an NPC that has a loved one in the room that is making the players go faster and faster. Also, if you have a player who didn't make it that night, they're a hostage too. That's how that works. So that would be the second one if they're hostage negotiating. The third idea for this is, now I wouldn't do this with a party of 5 or 6. You're stretching it with 4. This is more comfortable 2 or 3. So maybe everybody else canceled, and now you got 2 to 3 people, and they're like, oh, do we play Uno, or do we play Dungeons and Dragons? What do we do? Do we watch a movie? It's so awkward. I'm awkward. Are you awkward? We're awkward. So if you've got 2 to 3 people, how this could work is they're the actual hostages. They get, through serendipity, they're in the bank, they're in the tavern, wherever it is, they're the ones taken hostage. Now, they keep their identity silent, secret, and they try to get out and to save the day. No negotiators are coming, and nobody's coming for a rescue. So your rogues, your wizards, even your fighters, a lot of different classes can really thrive in a place that, well, they're the ones taken hostage. So maybe the rope isn't tied that well, but maybe there's some magic in play from the people taking the hostages that they have to be careful for. There's a lot of different ways you can play that, and a lot of spells, once they get their hands free, can really work in this situation. And sweet, comprehend languages, delicious unseen servant, those things can help in that hostage negotiation. And you can run this in 1, 2, or 3 sessions. I recommend 1 to 2. If you really want to dig deep into this sort of adventure idea, what if the hostage negotiation goes terribly wrong? Or what if the people taking the hostages are trying to do something right? They're trying to stop something or expose someone as a traitor. Just some things to think about as you build your adventure. And before you start this, I would take a look at the character sheets and see what skills of your players are really going to come in handy here. And that way you can hint them towards those areas. Well, that's all I got for hostages and your adventures. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Please tell your friends. Please tell your family. Please tell your favorite grandma about Burn the Tavern Down. And I will see you next time.